Call the meeting to order and calling Councilman Watson. Please pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the roll.
Councilman Poole. Here. Councilman Cotton.
Here.
Councilman Littles. Councilman Watson.
Here.
Councilman Barton.
Here.
Mayor Lovelace.
Here.
We have a quorum for business, sir.
Approval of the last meeting minutes.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Cotton, seconded by Councilman Barton to approve the minutes. Is there any discussion? Councilman Poole.
Yes.
Councilman Cotton.
Yeah.
Councilman Watson.
Yes.
Councilman Barton.
Yes.
The motion passes and the minutes from the last meeting are approved.
See, we have a few visitors here today. I appreciate y'all joining us. Good to see you. And approval of the agenda.
Mayor, the council has a copy, and there's a copy of the agenda on the wall for those in the audience. Are there any changes that need to be made to the agenda? Hearing none, then all those who would like to approve the agenda as presented, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say no. Ayes have it, and the agenda is approved as presented.
The next item is a public hearing on the exempt sign section of the sign ordinance. So I call a public hearing to order and ask, is there anyone here that would like to speak in opposition to the exempt sign section of the sign ordinance? Hearing none, I'll close that meeting.
This ordinance is prepared if the council deems fit to act upon it today. We'd take that three-step process to be able to get it, the introduction part, the immediate consideration, and the approval.
Make a motion to approve. Introduction.
Yeah.
I'll second Coach's introduction.
Motion by Councilman Cotton, seconded by Councilman Watson to introduce ordinance number 15-1026. Are there any questions? Hearing none. Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
The motion passes and ordinance number 15-1026 is introduced.
I make a motion for immediate consideration orders number 15-1026.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Watson, seconded by Councilman Barton for immediate consideration of ordinance number 15-1026. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Mayor Lovelace?
Yes.
We have unanimous consent, so ordinance number 15-1026 is immediately considered.
I offer motion to approve orders number 15-1026.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Watson, seconded by Councilman Barton to approve ordinance number 15-1026. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
The motion passes and ordinance number 15-1026 is approved and will become effective as law immediately upon its publication.
Under old business, it's none. Under new business, I'll call on the city clerk.
Mayor, at our last council meeting, we passed a resolution, there has been some ongoing discussion about a new restaurant that is potentially going to locate in a downtown historic district in Brewton. The proposal has been offered to the city of Brewton by a Victoria L. and Jeremy Pemberton to open an establishment in the old Willie's building called Duke's Sports Bar and Grill. It's going to be a restaurant that will provide food, but it's also going to provide an entertainment option. It's going to have televisions on the walls all around so folk can watch sporting events, etc., whatever's on television while they're enjoying their meal. The plan that they presented to us is that they will start this business up initially with some 50 employees. So having said that, the request is that we pass this resolution to schedule a public hearing for Duke's Sports Bar and Grill. We would need to publish the public hearing notice in the Brewton Standard on the dates of October 28th and November the 4th, advertising that a public hearing would be on November the 23rd, 2015. And if the council at that date saw fit to give economic incentives in terms of grant funds, they could do it on that date in November. But this resolution is simply to request that we advertise and schedule a public hearing for November the 23rd, 2015, concerning providing grant funds for Duke's Sports Bar and Grill.
And that would be with the correction on the amount of the startup funds?
Yes, thank you for making that notation. The discussion would be to provide $5,000 to start with, and 6 months later to provide another $5,000, but that would be so noted in the resolution that would be considered on that day if the council deemed it worthy of acting upon in November.
I'll make a motion for the public hearing.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Watson, seconded by Councilman Barton, to approve resolution number 15-1026, scheduling this public hearing on November 23rd, 2015 for Duke's Sports Bar and Grill. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
The motion passes and resolution number 15-1026 is approved, and we will make the appropriate publications in the newspaper, and we schedule for November 23rd, 2015, this public hearing.
I think city clerk still got the next two items.
Mayor, the Chief Salter and the Brewton Fire Department have effectively applied to FEMA for a grant for a brush truck, and they have been given favorable consideration by FEMA. At a previous council meeting, the city council voted to provide matching funds necessary to make this grant worthwhile or a reality so that a brush truck can be purchased. So now we're at the point where bids have been sent out and we have gotten responses to the bid request. 3 bid requests were sent out, and you see it's notated there that we received no bids on 2, and then on one business, Navco from Decatur, Alabama, responded with a bid of $126,203, and that would be the amount that would be needed to meet the specifications for this FEMA grant for a brush truck. Given that there's only one bidder that we've received, it's in line with the amount of money that FEMA's going to give plus city matching funds. So we're at the point now where we need to take action to actually award this bid to this company who submitted the bid, Navco of Decatur, Alabama. And the award amount would be $126,203. That would need to take place in the form of this resolution.
I have a motion to approve resolution number 15-1026-1.
Second.
Who'd the second come from? I thought I heard 2. Okay, we'll go. Motion by Councilman Watson to approve resolution number 15-1026-1, seconded by Councilman Cotton. Is there any discussion? Yes, sir.
Chief, any idea when we might get the truck? Once all this is done, any idea when we might get it?
Kind of run into an issue with the 15, 16
Okay.
truck, so we want to go with 16, so basically it's up for whenever they can get a chassis, hopefully by January, February.
By the first of the year, maybe?
As soon as they get that, 90 days after they receive the chassis, they'll complete the trucks.
And that's probably an optimistic estimate that he gave you. It may linger on longer than that.
Okay.
Any other questions? Hearing none other, Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
The motion passes. Resolution number 15-1026-1 is approved, and the bid award for the brush truck for the Brewton Fire Department will be given to Navco of Decatur, Alabama. All right, we have another resolution to consider this evening. Judicial Correction Services has been doing court collections and compliance for the Brewton Municipal Court. We've received notice from them that effective November 13, 14, they will be out of business. So what the request is this evening is that you would approve a new position for the Brewton Municipal Court that would be mainly to do collections and compliance for the Brewton Municipal Court. The money can be taken from a corrections fund. That's a fund that is generated by portions of all court costs that go to it. So we're not taking any money per se that we don't need to mess with. We just need the approval and allocation that this position be given and that we expend this money in that form. We have a resolution today prepared to take care of that.
Make a motion to approve Resolution 15-10, 26-2.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Barton to approve resolution number 15-10, 26-2, seconded by Councilman Cotton. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, Councilman Poole.
Yes.
Councilman Cotton.
Yes.
Councilman Watson.
Yes.
Councilman Barton.
Yes.
The motion passes and resolution number 15-10, 26-2 is approved.
The next item is paving of Edgewood Drive. I think everyone understands that we stopped paving Edgewood Drive while the hospital was doing construction. There's a resolution to pave that part that we didn't pave now, and we will be taking bids for the surrounding two streets of the hospital, and there's an alley behind the old medical center, and hopefully we'll have those bids shortly. But this resolution to finish Edgewood is $30,545.25 with DMD Engineering doing the oversight for up to $1,500.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Cotton to approve resolution number 15-10, 26-3, seconded by Councilman Barton. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, Councilman Poole.
Yes.
Councilman Cotton.
Yes.
Councilman Watson.
Yes.
Councilman Barton.
Yes.
The motion passes and resolution number 15-10, 26-3 is approved.
Next item, as everyone knows, we've got a lot of street paving going on right now, and we have a good bit of street paving lined up in the near future. And so I've asked Craig Jerkins just to come and give the council an update on what we've done and what we are going to do.
Mayor, council. Right now, the weather's got us delayed. We do have a little bit of a problem on one of our paving roads. It should be took care of the next few days. Belleville and Old Casper Road should be took care of within the next 2 weeks. That will finish the first round. The temporary striping you see, it's got a cure for, I think, 90 days. They'll come back and put the good stuff on it. Our second round of paving is going to be starting somewhere end of November, 1st of December. Those roads is going to be Alco Drive, College Drive, Underwood from 31 to Belleville, Lyles Boulevard from 31 to Sile Road, Smith Lane, Martin Luther King Drive from Sile Road to Jones Road, and that'd be our second round. And I'm thinking and just talking to them that should be done hopefully by the end of the year for round two. You know, the weather plays a lot this time of year, so, but that's what's going on right now. It's going pretty good, but, you know, the weather's got to slow down, and like I said, in 2 weeks, this first round should be done.
And the roads we did in the first round, did we finish so far?
That would be Douglas, Sile Road, all the way out into the county, where it tied into them. Tiger Drive would be the east side of Lovelace Lane is what we have done right now.
And then Belleville
And Old Casper Road should be done, I'm hoping, within the next 2 weeks. Thank you.
Had one comment requested for today, Coach, but I do not see that person in attendance. So must have forgotten. So, Mayor, I have no announcements or comments.
Motion to adjourn.